I want y'all to think about something. Look at the thumbnail right there. I got women on there. And I want y'all to think about some shit. I'm going to ask you this question. How can women be good? I see a lot of men pander to women and they have their own objective. Maybe to get more women to gravitate to their channel. Maybe to have more access to women for sexual reasons. But they never really tell you the real truth of a woman's nature and how they think. Throughout my whole life, I was raised by a single mother. My father was around, but my mother primarily raised me and my other brothers. So when you're raised in a single parent household and you're raised by a woman, you have this outlook on women, that women are like great, they're phenomenal. You know, you wouldn't do anything to hurt a woman. You know, you cherish, you adore, you love women. Not until you step outside of that comfort zone and you start to see women for who they truly are. As I got older and approached adulthood, I started to see women's true nature. I mean, I saw it growing up. You know what I mean? I saw certain things in my mother that I dismissed. You're like, nah, you know, that's my mother, whatever. You give them a pass. But as I got older, I really started to question what women really are. And I don't know if men, I mean, I'm quite sure men are doing that now. Men are starting to wake up and they're like, you know what? These women ain't right. They're starting to see it. And some of the conclusions I came to, you know, because I allow certain things to come to me. You know what I mean? It's like I'm in a meditative state every day. I'm always pondering and thinking about things on a deeper level. But I started thinking, man. I started saying, you know what? We've been told that women are here to coexist with us. But what if that was all a lie? What if a lot of things that we've been told are a lie? What if women are in fact our enemy? I don't think people really think about that. Because if you think about men and women, we both have our own agenda in life. And from what I've discovered and what the things that have come to me, that women are more concerned about independence and materialism. And men are more concerned about peace of mind and inner peace. If a man wasn't motivated by a woman, he wouldn't do half the shit that he's doing out here. A man wouldn't go out there and buy a nice house. He wouldn't go out and buy expensive clothes, expensive cars. He wouldn't do all this fancy shit because down to the core of a man's nature, we're very simple. We're very simple people. But women, they need a lot of stuff to make them feel comfortable. And a lot of times they need more than just a man. In my experience with many women, because I've talked to many women in my life, and a lot of them, they always want materialism to make them feel comfortable. It's like they have, like their natural instinct is to hoard stuff. They like to buy a lot of stuff. They're big time consumers. So like to hoard resources a lot. And when they get in a relationship with you, it's like they gotta have a lot of stuff, a lot of buffers. They can't just deal with you and you only. They gotta have a lot of other things to go with that in order to make them feel secure in a relationship with you. You know, whether it's a nice car or you got a nice job or you know, you got a nice house, it's something, or some type of physicality. But it's definitely got to be something to make them feel like they're connected in order to feel safe with you. And I always wonder about that. And now we fast forward to 2026. And as you can see this gender war going on, you're starting to see a woman's true nature come out. How women are just belittling men day in and day out. Women like to talk about how when they get mad, they like to throw a lot of stones talking about your dick. Your dick ain't big enough. They definitely gonna shame you for that. Talk about you broke. Talk about how you dirty. You a bum. You don't have anything going on. Think about all that, man. Think about how they hit below the belt. It has something to do with something material. They don't care about your character. A lot of them really don't. They only care about what you can provide for them. Now, as you can see, the shift going on in society, a lot of women are going their own way, and they want independence. From what I've heard, from what the studies say, is that men benefit more from companionship than women do. That men need companionship more. Men live longer when they're with a companion versus women. You know what I mean? Women don't need a man to live longer. They don't really need companionship as much as we do. Ain't that something? Now I'm going to go on the spiritual side of things, and I'm going to say, how can a woman be good? If this is a prison, if this is part of a purgatory, a hell that we've been put in, then how can a woman be good when she's the portal, the gateway that has put us in this shit in the first place? So how can a woman be so great? If a woman's so great, then why does she gravitate towards materialism so much? Why, when she's in a relationship with you, she doesn't really care about your true inner character? She doesn't seek God within you. She seeks what you can provide for her on an external level. That's most women for you. When they get with you, they're in it for what they can get. Some of them will settle down with a guy who doesn't have anything, but maybe he's good in bed. It's got to be something. It can't just be inner God. Like you have a display of God in you that's so powerful that they gravitate towards you. And it's bigger than anything physical or material. It's bigger than that. You rarely see that these days. You go to a church, women are hung up on a pastor because he's the pastor. He's the head of the church. He's up there talking on the pulpit. He's the star of the show. Look at that. He's the leader. He's the one that gets to wear the nice suits. He's talking from the Bible. He's talking scripture. He has leadership. That means that a lot of things go through him. He's the final say-so in a situation. Pastor can be a fucking liar, a cheat, all that shit. But the women are hung up on him because he's the star of the show. Look at entertainers. Ask yourself this. A woman to see you and you ask her out, and she may say, yeah, okay, maybe. But I guarantee if her favorite entertainer walked down the street and asked her out, she wouldn't hesitate. Wouldn't even think twice. But she'll think twice about you. Let that sink in. Women are more concerned with outer, external, than they are with the inner. And this is why I always come back to what I just said. How can women be so great if they are so consumed with materialism and everything external? Ponder that. Think about that in your everyday life. This is a serious conversation right here that a lot of people don't want to have, man. They don't really want to talk about this because we want to coddle and pander to women because we came from a mother. But me, I don't give a fuck, man. I've had tons of relationships and I've been through a lot of shit with women. And I'm like, you know what? It's time to expose the real truth to how I really feel about them. And I want people to think about it, man. I don't think women are really all that great. In fact, I think we're enemies. And we're just lying to ourselves, telling ourselves that we're supposed to coexist. Coexist just to procreate children. That's about it. But when you get into these deep-ass relationships, you see how far south that relationship goes when you have children. You see how both, how both people start to neglect each other because one person's taking care of the kids and the other person's working. So, your sexual needs don't get met as much. That woman may have postpartum depression. You may not feel the same way about each other anymore once you have children. But you convince yourself and you lie to yourself because society tells you, hey, when you have children with that woman, that's the woman you're supposed to fall in love with. You're supposed to stay with her forever. That's what they tell you in marriage. You get married to a woman, you're supposed to stay with her forever. You're supposed to love her forever. How can you love someone forever when you're constantly changing and evolving? But we lie to ourselves every day because we're programmed. Dude, I've been in tons of relationships. And in my experience, that honeymoon phase ends. And when that spark and that energy ends, it's time to move on. But us human beings, we've been so conditioned to stick it out. Go to relationships counseling. Go see a therapist. Something's wrong with me. No, nothing's wrong with you. It's time for it to end. When the energy dies, it's time to move on. Either that or recreate the situation. Usher in new stuff. Reinvent the wheel. But if you can't do that, then it's time to walk away. And some people don't know when to walk away, man. I know we're only as good as our energy. Once the energy runs out, whatever it is, it's time to move on. Don't try to fix it. Don't keep working on it. Move on and do something different. Because anything else, you're lying to yourself. It's not genuine. And I'm going to tell y'all something right here, man. A lot of these women ain't genuine about you, man. Do something they don't like. Like, as we can see in society today, that women feel like they haven't gotten a fair shake from men. And now they are women scorned. And they are in a complete rebellion, total rebellion against men. Do something that a woman doesn't like. And I guarantee she's going to rebel against you and hit below the belt. She's going to say all types of crazy shit about you that you didn't think that she had in her arsenal. Just think about that, man. They love to fight dirty, and they love to hit you where it hurts. And if you broke and you don't have anything, they really going to hit you hard. You're going to really see who women truly are. You're going to see what they all about. That they are nothing but materialistic people who really don't have your best interests. Yeah, they'll sit there and play the role with you, but as soon as things dry up and you stop performing for them, you're going to see a whole different person, man. You see a lot of these guys out here, for you single dudes out here, man, you walking around and you see some of these guys out here with these girls and they look good. Girlfriends look nice or their wives look nice. Just think about how much performing that man has to do for that woman. Especially if that woman has low self-esteem and she's not secure in herself. Just think about how much that man has to prop that woman up to make her feel like something. Just think about how much money he has to spend to keep her looking good, to keep a roof over her head, while she reaps all the fucking benefits. And the only thing she gives him is sex and a little bit of companionship. But deep down, she really craves independence and she wants to get away from you. She's only around you because of what you can do for her. I'm telling you right now, gentlemen, it's time to stop lying to ourselves, man, and admit the truth that women don't give a fuck about you, man. They don't. They don't care. Most of the time, they want what you have. Look at it now. Women want to go after the most successful men, the top tier men who are making the most money. Just let that sink in. These women have jobs. They're making money, but yet they still want someone else's money. They're still going after the man's fucking wallet. And they got a job. They got a home. They live in an apartment or a house and still sitting there like, you know what? I got to date up. I still need more. It's never enough, man. So how can they be so good when you spend your whole fucking time performing for them? Do you want to be a court jester for a woman? I'm quite sure you don't. I know I don't. I didn't like when I was in relationships with women. I didn't like my experience with some women where I felt like I had to be a fucking court jester. Where I had to entertain them, be a dancing bear, you know, do all this faking and shit. They want you to smile. They want you to pretend. They want you to smile in fucking pictures with them. They're always talking about, you know, life is so great. Life ain't fucking great all the fucking time. It ain't. And I don't want to live a fucking lie with you. Really what it comes down to is this. I want to fuck. I want peace of mind. And I want you to stop leaning on me for materialism. That's what it comes down to. I don't want to be in a fucking transactional relationship with you where I got to pay to play. Think about that, man. These women won't even go out on a date with you without you paying for the shit. You have to be exceptional at your game. Your game has to be exceptional for one of these women to go out with you without you paying for it. You got to be game tight, man. I mean, I've been there. I can't speak for you all, but I've done it. I've gone out with women I didn't pay for a damn thing. And guess what? I've been with women and I've been over their house and I didn't even fuck them. Slept in the same bed with them and I didn't fuck them. And sometimes that's the best revenge right there. Get close enough to these heathens and don't fuck them. That'll hurt them more than anything, man. Sometimes we fuck up when we give these women our dick and they don't deserve it, man. When you hear the bullshit and the venom that spews out of their mouth and the venom in their heart, how they really feel and how they are just using you to blow off some steam just to get off because they probably haven't gotten laid in a little bit. So they feel like, well, it's time to fuck. I need to do something. But guess what? As soon as you fuck that chick, the real self gonna come out. You do it once, you do it twice, you do it 3 times, and then guarantee that that woman gonna sink her claws into you. She gonna try to wrap her fucking legs around you, reel you in, manipulate you. Think you two are in a relationship. Start asking you to do shit, wanting more time out of you, draining more energy out of you. Then before you know it, man, you suck dry. You don't have any energy left. You can't do anything. You've neglected certain hobbies in your life. Your job performance sucks. You're tired all the fucking time. She has a lot of emotional demands that you can't meet. She has a lot of financial demands that you can't meet. She wants a lot out of you. Instead of connecting to you on an inner God level, she wants everything external. They don't really want to connect with you. They don't care about all that shit. They say all that, but they don't really want that, man. They barely want you to talk. Be one of these guys that opens up and tells them about your feelings and shit. They gonna think you weak. Be that dude. Watch a movie with one of them and cry and guarantee she gonna be judging you on it. That bitch is always judging you. Always. You have to perform all day long around these women, man. Sometimes a man just want to chill and relax. You can't do that around these tricks. They're not going to let you. You can't sit up in the house and just be at peace. They're not going to let you do that because they got to be doing something because they not at peace. A lot of them can't even fucking sleep at night because they angry. They worried about everything that's out of their control. Think about it, y'all. Ponder that, man. How can women be so great when women are only consumed with materialism and external validation? makeup, clothes, money, cars, fancy stuff. Some women may start off like a Cinderella, where they don't want much. But I guarantee, because every man naturally has a simp inside of them, he's going to want to do for that woman. He's going to want to provide for her, get her a house, buy her shit. We naturally do that. We naturally have that in us, because that woman, that magnetism that a woman has makes us do that. And it's supposed to be that way. But at the same time, you can say no. Logic and spiritual logic kicks in. Like, nah, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do her bidding. Sometimes that magnet is so strong that you don't have any control over it, but you can master it. But I'm going to tell you, women are very powerful though, man. They're very powerful, because they don't have to physically do anything to you. They know how to emasculate you to get you to do things. That honey that drips from their lip, from their mouth. That honey down there, that pussy. That sweet old honey that we love so much, that pussy. Powerful as a motherfucker. So powerful that they sell it. Some of them selling it for a high price. Y'all know what I'm talking about. These prostitutes. But guess what? Your woman is a prostitute. Because she ain't fucking with you unless you giving her something. It's a financial exchange, man. Either it's going to be financial or it's going to be emotional. But either way, you're going to pay to play, man. So just think about that shit. Think about it. I want you to think about it every day and ask yourself, how can women be so good when they take so much from you? I don't think they good, y'all. I don't. In my older age now, and I sit back and I look, I don't think women so great, man. I think they suck the life out of you till you dry, and when they got everything they need, they hit the door. So wake your ass up, figure this shit out, ponder what I'm telling you, and realize this: these bitches ain't in your motherfucking corner.